Hey guys, Chelsea here, and yeah, Payday 3's gameplay trailer just dropped, and holy shit, it's awesome. And yeah, it dropped during the Xbox trailer reveal, like the whole Xbox reveal crap. I generally don't watch those, but I saw that whatever his name is, he's a pretty cool YouTuber, I'd recommend checking him out. But he does a lot of Payday stuff, and I saw he was streaming, so I thought, why not drop in? And as I dropped in, holy shit, they dropped a Payday trailer. It was just after a really cool Hades looking game, but yeah, that's what you're seeing in the background here. And this is just going to be me breaking down the trailer and really giving my thoughts on it. And yeah, this is just really my thoughts on the trailer and what I think, just what I think about it. Obviously, of course, this is a first impressions. This isn't going to be like this is concrete in the game, because, trailers they can be a bit misleading, and there's been some very misleading trailers in the past, but yeah, this is my reaction essentially to the trailer. Now, the first thing which I saw while watching the trailer, which really piqued my attention, was Dallas, obviously, in the trailer. And it's pretty much, I think it's the same voice actor and the same motion actor, the same physical actor. And honestly, I'm looking forward to this. If you don't know, Payday actually had a bit of a web series going on, while they were promoting Payday 2. If you haven't seen it, I would recommend checking it out. It's on YouTube. It's really good. And some of their trailers they've done, such as the Hardcore Henry one and the Hoxton Breakout trailer, they were really cool. It also shows the crew's mask on the tables. You can see all of them, including the rebuilt Hoxton mask from, because obviously Hoxton's original mask was gone. This means that Houston might not be in the game, or he might be being reserved for later in the game's lifespan. But I think it's quite interesting. So the next shots of the trailer really show off, I think, what the world's going to be like. You got stuff like, it kind of looks more like four stores mixed with Panic Room. It's got the aesthetics of Panic Room, but it kind of looks more like 4 stores in a way, with the crossroads. And yeah, it definitely has that Brooklyn, New York feel to it. You look at it and you think, yeah, this is New York. I also kind of like how more up-to-date everything looks, because in Payday 2, obviously everything looked like it was out of the early 2000s. This looks like it's going into the early 2020s, obviously. So yeah, I do like this updated art style, in my opinion. It looks quite cool. So as the crew get into the bank, I noticed that they pretty much hit the camera. By the looks of things, they're using their phone. I'm not really too sure on this, but that could be quite interesting. All 4 of them set up, and you can actually see in the shot which shows the camera, you can see one of the crew. You can definitely tell it's one of the crew because of the gloves. And yeah, I think this looks really cool. This generally caught my attention straight away when I was watching it for the first time. So in this section, you can see Wolf dominating a guard, and yeah, then Hoxton takes the guard as a human fucking shield and throws him into the cops. I don't know if this is going to be how trading now works, or if you can use guards as human shields, or you can use people as human shields. That would both be fucked, but honestly, given that Payday's concept art with the whole dominated cops and jokers were that they were going to strap bomb vests on them, yeah, I don't see it to be too far-fetched. It looks like Wolf's got some new toys in this shot, as essentially it's a sentry gun, but it looks different to what it is in Payday 2. And this one, of course, in Payday 2's one basically looked like the mini sentry from Team Fortress 2. This kind of looks like a robot arm with a P90 attached to it, and I am loving it. So a lot to go through in this section. You can definitely tell that they are keeping with the whole Payday theme of there's a shitload of enemies coming at you, and you've got to fight for your life, because you can see here someone's killing a lot of people. I think it's a suppressed Glock. I think it is a suppressed Glock, but yeah. But look at the things they're using, and they shoot down some guys coming down the staircase. What's also quite interesting is that you can actually see a few of the members stagger, so I reckon a sort of stagger mechanic could be introduced. Obviously, I think there is stagger if you do get meleeed in Payday 2 at the moment. But this was another thing which was really interesting, which was chains sliding to cover, which obviously you can kind of do that with the whole jump. When you're sprinting, jumping, and then crouching in midair, you can kind of do like a dive in a way. It kind of feels like a dive, at least, in Payday 2. But this is like, it's going to be full, a full slide, which I think is quite cool. And then, of course, you have the part later where someone is seen knocking a guard off a building, a SWAT member off the building, which I think that's quite interesting because, obviously, you don't really feel like melees, with the exception of if you insta-kill someone with, like, the katana, they don't really feel like they've got much impact. Like, they don't feel impactful at all. Even with perks, melees do not feel impactful in Payday 2. Like, other than when you're slashing through enemies, and you're slashing through cannon fodder with, like, the katana or something, or the machete, then they really don't have much impact, in my opinion. And it kind of looks cool to see them having impact. Also, at the end of this section, you can see some tear gas. It looks like tear gas, but I think this could be really cool. Just the tear gas. Obviously, there are maps with tear gas. Goat Sim, I believe, has it. Bank Heist, but these are all scripted. So, imagine cops having tear gas grenades. I'm guessing this would be something for higher difficulties, because I reckon on lower difficulties, smokes and flashbangs are just as annoying. Would just be as annoying. But this, it could be cool on higher difficulties as a form of crowd control, but yeah. So a few action scenes going through here. First one, we see Wolf, fighting off some police officers, and then a grenade goes off. So it could be just he threw a grenade, or it could be he had an underbarrel grenade launcher. Given the explosion, I think it might be more of a grenade launcher. Either the underbarrel, like I said, because Wolf is seen using somewhat of an assault rifle, or it could be from another heist's grenade launcher, because later in the trailer you see Hoxton with one of the grenade launchers from, I think it's the Piglet from Payday 2. I don't know the exact designation, but it's the Piglet in Payday 2. Later, you also see what looks like, I don't know who it is, but it looks like someone with a triple-barreled shotgun, because they fire 3 blasts without the loading, which, that's kind of cool, because triple-barreled shotguns aren't really done, and when they are done, they're usually done as double-barreled options. So, if this is a triple-barreled option, or, it's just a double-barreled and they accidentally gave it 3 shots, that would be kind of interesting. Then afterwards you get this scene with this sort of flame pit. I don't know if this is like a deployable trap or something, but it looks interesting to say the least. Hi, Future JD here. Yeah, this looks more like Thermite, because there's a shot later of the heisters jumping into a hole in the floor. I'm guessing it's Thermite. So in the next few scenes, you can actually see what looks like a lot more tactical movement. Like you can see a guard rappelling down. You can see, jumping through windows. But the two most interesting thing is the cloaker. I think it is a cloaker jumping down the vent. And then you can see what might be a cloaker. I'm guessing this is a cloaker. Wall running. Now, I know there was a video. I've seen a video on Payday the Heist where the cloakers could have allegedly wall run on that one. But they couldn't in Payday 2, so yeah. So cloakers might be able to rule one in this game, which is quite interesting. So there is a lot of action in this. So this whole section is basically just one non-stop action scene. So this is going to be very hard for me to record and stuff like this. So it looks like they throw a grenade. It looks like a smoke grenade, but it also looks like it's got some confetti in it or something. But the worst case scenario is that this is Willie Pete. But if it is, Jesus fucking Christ. And then later you see a taser grenade. There was already the zap grenade in Payday 2. I think it was the Zhongfeng DLC, whatever the hell it is. But the smuggler packs added in the zap grenade, which, yeah, I guess the zap grenade's alright. So there's a few things in these clips which I think are quite cool. First, we have a heister shooting, I think it's an AK or something like that, but they're shooting it at a shield, and they're aiming for the small piece of glass in the shield, the viewport. So I'm guessing this might be the weakness for shields now, because originally it was jump on their heads, run past them, or just use an armor-piercing weapon. So it might be either this is an armor-piercing assault rifle, or that they are using, they're just having it so that you can shoot through the viewports now, which I think both are quite cool. You can also see some sniper ray trays in a couple of the shots here, especially the one where Hoxton's down and they're picking him up. But also in this shot, where it looks like the guy shoots a power line, and the power line combusts. So that could be really cool, using the map to your advantage. Obviously, I think some heists do that. Like Firestarter, you can blow up the gas can and throw the weapons in there, which is an achievement, actually, if you do it on Death Wish. And, yeah, it looks quite cool. Like, I genuinely think this looks quite cool. The particle effects for the electricity, especially with this one, and the grenade from earlier, look really cool. There's also what looks like a throwable medibag, so looks like you can throw medibags to Dallas when he starts screaming at you. So 3 things here. First off, the optic. It looks like a thermal optic, or some kind of, I don't know. It looks awesome though. This looks fucking cool. I really like this. The second is, in this shot here, you can see a taser. So tasers are going to be in the game. We've already got cloakers. We've already seen some sniper rays. So I'm guessing that means snipers. Shields obviously in the game. And now tasers are coming back. All we need now is the bulldozers. Wink, wink. And in this shot, you can actually see, some gas grenade. Like, this looks like they are, if you remember earlier, I was talking about the CS gas. This looks like they are actually bringing in gas grenades for the police to use. It could also have just been a player throwing it, so who knows. So, 3 things here. The first thing is the shotgun. It looks like when they fire it, it fires an explosive round. So it looks like shotgun explosive rounds are going to be back, or the various rounds, because obviously you had like Dragon's Breath, Tombstone, stuff like that, which were all really cool. Obviously in the next clip, you can see and hear a cloaker, and you can see the green eyes. Cloakers are coming back, and they're coming back with a vengeance. And this next shot, I think, was actually, in my opinion, the one that gave me, it was another shot that was really intriguing for me. And that was, you can see the heister pull out a phone and press a button, and then it cuts to a shot of a helicopter. So I'm thinking that maybe you can actually call in your own extraction whenever you want, or you choose an area of where to extract, or how to extract. That could be quite interesting how it works. Also, of course, yes, I've noticed the CS gas, so this is more cementing my theory that there's going to be CS gas in the game. So here you can see my boy Hox going ham with that grenade launcher I mentioned earlier. So yeah, and it looks like again there's alternate ammos again, because you can see that white confetti again. So I'm guessing it might be Willie Pete. And then to close off the trailer, we get the bulldozers. This is definitely bulldozers. You can see the shotgun, and then you can see him completely charging straight at the heister in the camera. So yeah, I think that one is very, very, very interesting, as Dozers could potentially have a charge attack now. I doubt it will incapacitate them like people like the Taser and the Cloakers attacks, but I reckon they'll do a shitload of damage and might knock you on your ass a bit. And that's about it really with the trailer. It looks quite cool. I am loving the look of this trailer, and generally I think this is a pretty cool look. If gameplay is like this in the base game, I think this will be a very, very fun game. And honestly, yeah, I'm looking forward to Payday 3. Now, obviously, I'm not going to have, like, say, oh, this looks like it's going to be the greatest game ever. I always say, wait until the game comes out before buying it, because I don't believe in pre-orders, obviously. I don't pre-order games unless it's a studio I know that pretty much will guarantee put out. Like, it's something that I, A, really want, or B, I should have said, have got huge faith in the developers and the publisher in producing. I think the only game I've ever pre-ordered was XCOM 2. And even then, that was worth it, in my opinion, because XCOM 2 is amazing, and it's one of my all-time favourites. But, yeah, this looks really cool. I cannot wait to see more of it, and, yeah, that's the Payday 2 trailer, the Payday 3 trailer, not Payday 2. Oh boy. And yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Leave your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video.